tap your mics for us, please. Yeah, sound. So, clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. When you're ready, lads.
Just start. Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to the Eden Podcast, where we talk about fitness principles and how we can introduce them into your everyday life. I'm Conor Lannon, and with me to my right.
Hi, I'm Jacob Williamson.
And we are two people who are currently starting up our very own premium facility in the fitness world. But before we get into that, we're going to talk a little bit about ourselves, why we're relevant and why we can help. So, myself, Conor, I've been a self-employed personal trainer for 5 years in a couple of gyms. I started off in Total Fitness, quickly moved on to a gym called The Strength Factory from there, and built quite a successful one-to-one PT business, focused on coaching people in that 25 to 35 sort of age group, the general person, not people looking to get shredded, but that everyday life. And this is why we're so passionate about getting fitness and improving your life alongside that.
That'll be my turn then.
Your turn.
So, like I said before, Jacob Williamson. Conor's got the fitness background. I don't have a fitness background. My background is more food, so chefing by trade. Had a couple of chefing jobs. Didn't particularly enjoy doing it at college or learning about chefing. Enjoy teaching myself.
The funny thing is, just to interrupt, the funny thing is about me and Jacob and Jacob's chefing background is that when he very first got into chefing at college, I dragged him away every single day to come and train.
Yeah.
So that went wrong.
Conor, I need to train. I need to train instead of doing my course. Like, yeah, cool, come with me. I'll teach you how to fail your course. Cheers for that. Thank you.
Chest day was way more important than
it was, to be fair, yeah, back then. But yeah, so chefing's my background, that's my trade. And although I've not had too many chefing jobs, my background's more been in management, so management in supermarkets, boring jobs like that. A cool job as a manager of a restaurant as well, which I loved. Yeah, that's more my background.
One thing we forgot to mention is we both ran a meal prep company called The Strength Kitchen.
How did we not talk about
I don't know
that?
about that. I must have deleted it out of that brain.
Yeah.
We ran that for 18 months. The food that we delivered to the table and to the customer was probably some of the best meal prep anyone's ever eaten. It's a big statement, but
I'll take that, yeah.
But we got that statement from a lot of customers, and we're very confident in actually saying that as well. Jake's a wizard in the kitchen and wizard with business as well. So we're excited to teach what we've learned through fitness, through training, through business, through helping a lot of people, to improving people's lives ourselves, and how we're going to now help you do that and improve everything about yourself, pretty much.
Yeah, using fitness principles, so we'll talk about a fitness principle, we'll have a subject, maybe we won't even have a subject, who knows.
Maybe not.
Potentially we'll have a subject in mind, we'll talk about how that can be applied. A fitness subject can be applied to your life, to your business, to your personal life, to your mood even of that day.
Yeah.
So we're going to dive into it and let's see how we can help some people.
Absolutely. So, just so you guys are aware, this podcast is going to run every 2 weeks on a Monday, just so you know what's going on and you know what our scheduling is, but we'll keep you posted within the week of each podcast coming out. Okay, so what we actually want to talk about today, so it's the first podcast, so we're better to start than your morning routine. Your morning routine is exactly what sets up your day for success or for failure if you get it wrong. Now, I don't know about you, but the amount of times I've planned my day the night before, and I'm like, right, I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. I'm going to drink 500 ml of water, I'm going to stretch, I'm going to meditate a little bit, and then I wake up and I go back to sleep snoozing 3 times. I don't do any of it. End up like having to rush to work, rush getting ready, and then my day's ruined.
Yeah.
My mindset's absolutely screwed up
because
you're not actually committed to what you said you're going to commit to. And setting up that routine is...
Which also brings some disappointment in yourself as well.
Yeah.
That you've set these goals of, right, I'm gonna sort my routine out tomorrow, and you've just gone and fucked it up.
Yeah.
Straight away.
It's like trying to start your diet every Monday.
Yeah.
You go in with it with such good intention, and you end up losing another week.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just do it then. So that's kind of like where we want to start with it. And we believe your morning routine actually does start the night before.
Yeah, it
Right.
does start the night before, yeah.
So before we get into how to plan your morning routine, let's go through some of the barriers of the morning routine.
Yeah.
And we can use like personal ones or what we've heard
Yeah,
from people.
sure, yeah.
So your first barrier is kids wake you up maybe in the middle of the night. You have terrible sleep.
Yep.
So therefore you don't want to get up on your first alarm. So job number one, fail. Right? For me, sometimes I just suck at getting up and I really just want to lie there and
Yeah, man.
rather drink a brew in bed than
Yeah, you stayed up a little bit too late.
yeah.
Maybe played a little bit, too much gaming the night before.
Yeah.
Bit too much Rocket League.
Too much Rocket League.
Oh.
If you've got a problem with gaming, it's probably not the podcast for you to listen to. So it's like, don't get up on your first alarm. And then for me, I put it all in. So I want to down 5 millilitres of water just to like complete another task.
Yeah,
If I don't do that again, I'm like, how can you not just complete a simple task?
Yep.
And it's that disappointment that it leads to.
Yep.
And then it comes down to, let's say you need to make your bed. You don't make your bed. It's another easy task that could just set your mind up for success that again you've not committed to.
I think it's easy to forget. Not forget, but sort of focus on those smaller things and how much they can actually improve the rest of your day. There's plenty of things out there, some famous speeches about making your bed and things like that, but it is a big thing, and all these little things, they do come together. And for me that is a big one because I suck at doing that in general.
And that's the thing, like, so we're forgetting about all these little things because we're so focused on the future. We're not actually thinking about what's going on now that impacts the future positively, right? So let's say you're going to work and you've got a meeting at 9 AM that you're actually really not looking forward to because maybe you're going to get your ass kicked, maybe it's another project that's come up and your boss is nailing you to get it done, or you feel like you've not got enough time, you've got to pick the kids up from school when you should be doing work and all these sort of things that can be going on, then you're not thinking about the immediate. You're not thinking about making your bed because you're too busy focusing on what essentially is more important, right? But if we can nail down these little tasks in the morning, they're just wins.
And then the whole point is what we said at the beginning. It's a routine. It's not. It is a task at first. It becomes a routine, and a routine isn't a challenge. It's part of your everyday.
Absolutely.
So we're talking about building a routine. So make your bed. You may be shit at it. It may take you a while for that to become your routine, but when it does, you don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Same with the 500 ml of water. It's just something you do. You wake up and somehow that glass is in your hand and you've already drank it.
Yeah.
It's your routine.
Absolutely. It's one of them where it's part of your routine to get to work on time, and you wouldn't even think twice about turning up late.
Yeah.
If you did turn up late, you'd be stressed. You'd be disappointed in yourself. You would get a bit of a bollocking maybe from your boss. So why would you do that with your own life? And you find when you turn up to work on time, your day's better. When you wake up on time, your day's better. So it's now developing this routine. So what I'd want people to take away from this initial point is identify where your morning routine might be failing you. It might be failing your entire day. How your mindset is in the morning. Are you really groggy when you wake up? Why? Why are you groggy?
Yeah.
Again,
you need to check yourself, don't you? So
Yeah.
it's all right to say, "Oh, I'm just a sleepy guy," or "I'm not a morning person." There is some science behind that. Some people perform better at different times of day. However, most people can get their ass out of bed in the morning. There's some people that can't for other reasons, and we won't get into that. But for the people who are looking for those excuses, who are not going to sleep when they should do, you know what you're doing, and you need to check yourself and find yourself in the middle of making those excuses and realise that that's what they are.
Yeah.
They're not reasons, they're excuses.
Because if you get up at 5 AM, in reality you should be going to bed at 9.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
But if you get going to bed at midnight and you're up at 5, you're going
you
to
should
be
at
tired.
least be in bed for 9.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're waking in the morning, I'm tired, I miss my alarm, I never get enough sleep, well, you're not going to bed early enough.
Yeah.
It's where we need to start taking responsibility for our own life.
Yeah.
And being aware that it's all on us. If we want to dominate the day, it starts with us and it ends with us. Regardless of the barriers that you have around your life, we all have them. It's just who's willing to put in the work to push through them barriers, right?
Yeah.
So, again, identify what your barriers are. Think about how you can make them better. Write down a list of how you'd want your ideal morning routine to look, and then start there.
Yeah.
prepping
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
night before, right?
Little checklist on your phone.
Little checklist.
Take it off as you do it. So
What would a checklist look like to you if you were going to improve?
my checklist. So as we said, routine starts the night before. So my checklist is I've got my clothes out ready for the next morning.
Uh-huh.
I've set an alarm for when to go to bed as well as for when to get up. I've got a little travel mug at the side of the kettle.
Nice.
And they already have a tea bag in it, or a spoon of coffee in there, whatever. Again, small things. Maybe I'll forget that one day. It's not a big deal. However, ideal scenario, that's what I'd do. So I've got my night before prepped. Morning time, so get up on time straight away, nice and early, probably 5ish, maybe a bit before. Something I've really lacked on recently, and it is my intentions to get back into. I used to love walking in the morning. Now we're in England, in the north of England, as you can tell by our accents, and the weather is pretty shocking. I'm looking out the window right now and it is pissing down. So easier said than done, takes a lot more willpower, but walking in the morning is huge. It's when I do all my best thinking, I clear my head, it's awesome. So that's a big one for me, going for a walk in the morning. My next thing would be eating, or at least, well, I've got my travel mug, I set that up the night before, I'm taking that walking with me. You do your 500ml of water, I drink coffee, whatever. So I've took my coffee with me, I've had that. When I'm back from my walk, I'd like to stretch. I'm pretty good at stretching, that's kind of become my routine. I have some back issues, like an 80-year-old man. I am actually only 26, but...
I have put you in some bendy positions.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. No. Old injuries, things like that, so stretching's mega important to me. I'll do that maybe twice a day if I can, definitely do it once a day. Trying currently to get into yoga as an alternative to that.
Wow.
I've got the hair to be a yogi, so I'm trying to get the skills to back it up now. For all those listening on audio and not visual, I've got what Connor likes to describe as a top knot.
Long hair. You got long hair, man.
I like it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, so morning routine, that's pretty much it for me. I mean, all the others in terms of work, where work comes in, it's kind of a given. Like, you're supposed to be in work at 10, you get there at 9:45. You set out early, you listen to something, preferably educational on the way, maybe humorous, whatever. Maybe our podcast, fingers crossed. But you listen to something not negative, basically, on the way to work, whether you're driving, walking, riding your bike, whatever it is. A good podcast, preferably not radio, preferably not news, bullshit pop music, or negative worldviews or whatever. Keep something positive, something light, something educational.
That's a good point, because the amount of people who'd rather listen to music than something educational, it translates into people reading books. Now, I believe it's like 10% of books read are fiction. No, non-fiction. So, and then within them 10%...
I was agreeing, no matter what you said then, it's like, yep, sure.
Could say anything. Within that 10%, they don't get past the first chapter.
Alright.
So it shows not a lot of people are actually willing or even understanding that their self-improvement is actually extremely important.
Right.
Even in like the morning commute.
Yeah.
The morning commute's full of stress.
Yep.
It's full of traffic. Full of people cutting you up and giving you the finger.
Yep.
In fact, before someone hit my car, we won't talk about that. But it's that aspect, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really going down.
Yeah. So all of that for me is setting myself up for the right day. So to recap, I've got setting my clothes out, got my travel mug at the ready, I've set an alarm for when to go to bed, or at least to get into bed, alarm for when to get up, I've got my travel mug, I've gone for a walk, I've stretched, I've got in the car nice and early in my fresh clothes that I've laid out the night before, got in the car nice and early, listened to something educational, positive, humorous, whatever it may be, however I'm feeling that day, and I've arrived at work ready to kick some ass.
Right, that sounds like 10 wins.
Exactly. And it feels like 10 wins as well when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's all minimal.
Yeah.
But within them 10 wins that are minimal, how does that impact your working day?
Yeah. I don't know. So it impacts your working day. It's like you'd expect it to. You feel like you've won before you started. Like, there's no better feeling really than starting your day with a win.
Yeah.
Most people haven't even thought about what a win or a loss is by the time they get to work. They've got their bang on time. They woke up exactly when they needed to wake up to have the exact right amount of time to fall into some clothes that they've stumbled around in the dark and put on. Maybe they've got odd socks on or whatever. Stumbled around and got to work, and like I said, you've not even thought about winning or losing at that point.
And
I've
even
already won at that point.
Absolutely. And even though you've not thought about winning or losing, you know you've lost.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you've lost.
Yeah.
Not even consciously. Even your subconscious, there's something sat there in you and you're like, this is just a shit start to the day. I can do better than this.
Yeah. And you create that like almost like challenge with yourself as well. Like when you get that morning routine, maybe not down, but when you've decided what it is and what you want it to look like, make it hard as well. That's something we should say. It shouldn't be easy to at least get it down to a routine. That should be quite hard. End of the day, the only way you improve is by putting yourself in stressful situations. So, you have got to make it hard. But then when you've done that, it's part of your routine. It's, it does get easier.
I think it translates like anything. I mean, if you're going to be going to the gym, the thought of going to the gym is way harder than actually training.
That's the thing, we've not talked about the gym yet. We're opening a gym and we haven't talked about the gym.
Yeah, we told you we're opening the gym.
Yeah. Should probably talk about that.
You want to talk about that now?
Yeah, can do.
Sidetrack. Right, so we're opening up a gym. Sounds really like anticlimactic now. We're opening up a gym.
Yeah, it does.
Right, what we are opening is a premium gym facility.
Yeah, let's dress it up a little bit.
Let's dress it up. Yeah. That is going to blow everyone's mind when they walk through the door.
Yeah.
Now, we are going to back this up. We can't just say these words and then when you walk through the door you think this is a typical gym. It's not going to work that way.
Yeah.
So
I have like a deep-seated hatred of having the same as other people.
Yeah.
And it's kind of upset me that even though it's our uniform, I've actually got the same t-shirt on as you underneath. But I really don't like having the same thing as other people, whether it's cars, clothes, whatever.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I'll take my top off.
I'm going to take that into the business as well. I'm not going to have a gym that there is another of out there or another version of that.
Yeah.
It can't happen.
But to be fair, like in this whole process of opening up a gym, we've built this massive understanding and respect for people who have opened up gyms.
Yeah,
like this
huge
is
respect.
a tough process.
Yeah, man.
And it's full of so many barriers that we never realised.
Yeah.
We almost came into it a little, not just without understanding.
With pure optimism.
Yeah,
that's
pure
how it came
optimism.
in.
There was zero things that could
No,
go wrong to us.
I'm the same, man. Every time I drive past the gym now, I'm like, it used to be, oh look, there's a gym there. Now it's like, shit, the work that's gone into that.
Yeah.
Like, you really understand it, don't you? So,
But now, even though we've got this respect of people who put in a lot of work, we're 10xing it,
yeah.
essentially.
Right?
Yeah, Grant Cardone. So when you walk through our door, it's going to be totally different. It's going to be welcoming. It's going to be warm.
Yeah. It's going to be clean. It's going to be vibrant.
Yeah.
Got that environmental feel to it, which we both like.
Yeah. It's going to be friendly.
Yeah.
You're going to be welcomed by that first person straight away.
Yeah.
Everyone will be smiling. But at the same time, it's not going to be this sort of cheesy atmosphere. It's going to be warm and welcoming, but you're here to train. And you're here to get results.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be displayed through how our gym is set up, through the kit that we've got on order. We're going very deep in what we have ordered. It's very specific to what we need to get people results.
Kind of CrossFit-y style, those sort of vibes.
Yeah. But custom built, we've put a lot of thought into this through years of training people and training ourselves in how does this kit need to be set up to best get us results per session. And that is how the gym's built. That's why the kit we have is what's going in the gym. That's why we've got it.
Yeah.
There's no like random piece of kit just because everybody else has got it, like a preacher curl machine just because guys want to train the bicep. We've gone further into that and we're looking at more the science behind getting people results and
Real results.
Real
you
results.
Should say, yeah.
Yeah.
Real results.
Yeah. So again, we're pushing towards that regular person who does have a busy life and maybe does have kids and maybe does struggle with time.
However, if you do want to look like Steve Cook or, insert name here, we can do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
This guy's got some amazing transformations. Should check it out actually. Instagram. He's got some great transformations that he's got over the years.
Come on. So when we're looking at this sort of premium end, we've taken all that into consideration, and it's going to blow your mind. The colour schemes are all going to match. The walls are going to match the kit.
The quotes on the walls are going to match the same colours as the kits, and
Exactly. We're not messing around here.
yeah.
On top of that, we're having this really premium yoga studio as well that we're offering membership with. We've got this unbelievably designed cafe that is going to have incredible coffee. Where
There's going to be people
Yeah.
coming to the gym for a coffee.
yeah, just for the coffee
Yeah.
alone. So
Definitely.
we're not going to be that kind of gym where you have this tough workout and you just want to leave because you're dying to get home. It's going to be this kind of gym where you have a tough workout and you love the environment and you love the people and you're going to want to stay. And you're going to want to have a chat and a coffee and a protein shake and all these sort of things.
Yeah.
And then on top of all that, where we're really going deep into our finances is the bathrooms. Now, I don't know about you, but I have never once had a shower in a gym. I've been going to gyms for 11 years now.
Handfuls of times.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
Handful.
they suck.
Probably only if I was going out afterwards.
Yeah.
That would be it.
Yeah. Yeah, true, right?
Yeah.
Because they're always open, they're always cold.
Yeah.
You've got Dave, like, all sweaty from his workout, looking at your dick, whilst you're trying to have a nice shower.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the shower's going cold on you and it's all a bit of a minging environment, right?
Yeah.
We're not doing that. It's going to be unbelievable and you're going to know why when you see it. Yeah. So, again, we're babbling on too much. It's premium,
Yeah.
but we're there to get results.
Yeah,
It's going to blow your mind.
Let's get back on track. Routine.
Back on track.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine, yeah.
So where were we? Let's check ourselves.
Yeah, so...
Oh, do you know what we didn't talk about?
Go on.
Routine.
Yeah.
Social media.
Ah, right, perfect.
Break your phone.
Yeah, hold on.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
Go on, I'll let you go on that. Can
Yeah.
you talk about that?
Right, so, yeah, how many times you wake up, alarm goes off, bang, okay, Instagram.
Yeah.
We've got a few likes.
We're all guilty.
Oh, I feel important because I got a few likes. Oh, nice. But
That's
then,
the ego boost.
yeah, and without focusing on your own day, immediately you're focused on other people's fake lives, right?
Yeah.
Because generally what we see on Instagram is relatively fake, and people are portraying this awesome.
Except for our Instagram, which is 100% legit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No fakery. Don't look back 6 months. So, yeah, so it's all that fakery in your face, and it can be a lot of negativity, especially if you've got like the news on your feed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And again, it detracts from your own day, and that's not what we want.
Mm-hmm.
So again, social media, keep the phone down, and start to get stuff done. And
Postman ruining our podcast.
Postman, it's like a dog barking at him. But, yeah, so no social media essentially, right?
Yeah. So that was something I picked up looking at my notes and was trying to find out where we actually
Yeah.
were. Where were we?
The thing is, social media is a killer of most routines, and it's a
100%.
killer of most productivity. Even though we're talking about the morning, we are talking essentially about being productive. It's just at a different time of day, right?
Yep.
This could translate into the evening, it could translate to your work, anything
Yep.
like that, right? So social media, maybe
Yeah.
limit that down a little
So I
bit.
think we've kind of covered routine in terms of what a bad one looks like and what a good one looks like. Maybe we talked barriers briefly. We talked about kids, maybe interrupting that. Now, most parents probably know. If you're lucky, your kid will have a sort of a cycle that you can observe and then work around. If they wake up at 2 in the morning, you know they're going to wake up at 2 in the morning. You know, things will happen. However,
Yeah.
you know, develop your routine around your lifestyle. So if you've got kids, work out how to take them for your walk. Take your
Yeah.
kid with you. I don't know. Maybe that's asking too much at that time of the morning, who knows, but get them involved in making your breakfast with you rather than trying to, you know,
Sure.
have a separate routine to your kid.
Yeah.
Bring your kid into your routine.
Yeah.
And that would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Get
Wouldn't it?
get a little mini soldier there from an early age
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
with the routine.
And even like the obvious one of waking up on your first alarm, put your phone at the other end of the room.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like, just force yourself to stand up and
Yeah.
get out of bed.
Yeah, my
It's
girlfriend hates me for doing that. But
Yeah. And then the other things like setting up your clothing, just again, that's just a little bit of discipline the night before.
Yeah.
There's no like magic trick or
Yeah.
answer or anything.
And
much
you know
like
what? That one's probably the most minimal one as well. It probably won't actually do that much for you.
Yeah.
It depends. It does and it doesn't. Like I said, they're all part of a bigger thing. But you know, me personally, my girlfriend's quite a light sleeper.
Yeah.
And if I'm in the dark at 5 o'clock in the morning trying to scramble for some clothes, shining my phone light on the, you know, inside the wardrobe, that does not go down well.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to eliminate these little
Of course.
things. You know?
And the thing is, like, when we're looking at this morning routine, it might seem like quite a lot. But if you think about it, what we're trying to do is take quite a lot away from your thinking in the morning.
Yeah.
So you don't want to wake up in the morning and have to pick your clothing or pick your breakfast.
Yeah.
These are just extra brain cells getting used when you really don't need to be using them.
Yeah.
So if you can just do all this the night before, you know what's happening, you're not having to think because it's all planned.
But do you think about this, right? If I can't remember where I heard it. I've heard it a couple of times, different sources, but
Sounds like a
the
lie.
no, no, wait for this. Wait for it. You know the whole. You must have heard it. Brushing your teeth with the other hand.
Oh yeah.
Does that work?
I don't know.
I did it for a little bit, and I felt like it was making no
Yeah.
difference.
You ever masturbated with your wrong hand? It's like that, innit? It doesn't work.
I don't know. I can't speak to that.
Oh,
But no, I don't know. I don't know why that just popped into my head. I was thinking routine and things that I've done in the past, and that was one.
so have to wake you up, wake
Yeah.
your brain up.
Yeah, apparently,
Yeah,
engages your brain at an earlier stage
Yeah,
than
for
you
sure.
would usually engage it. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're doing something
Yeah, fair
at
enough.
home. I don't know. Chuck that in. Why not?
Chuck it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add that to your routine.
Don't chuck mine in. So yeah, there's ways to work around every barrier. It's now figuring out what your barriers are, how to work around them,
Yeah.
plan it all the night before so you're not using precious brain cells in the morning. Get yourself up with this multitude of wins and come back to us with how you start your day. Because once you start your day and you're suddenly more productive, you're suddenly happier, you're suddenly more switched on, you're more talkative, and everything seems to be going better, I guarantee it started from dominating in the morning.
Yeah.
It has to. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So.
Yep.
And the thing is, each version is specific to each person,
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, mate.
right? So make it work for you. Make a routine that breaks down these barriers and sets you up to win. Not once a week, not twice,
Yeah.
but every single day. The more the routine becomes habit, the easier it will become. The more successful your day will be. It's as simple
I
as
mean,
that.
there's gonna be that guy out there that's like, oh, I work nights at Tesco or
Yeah.
whatever, so I can't have a morning routine because I work nights. It's specific. This is the whole takeaway. The takeaway is, it's specific to you. Do whatever works for you. There's no right answer, no wrong answer. My routine might sound like shit to somebody.
Yeah.
You might love the sound of it. If so, copy it.
Yeah.
If not, tell me what you've done. Maybe I can improve my routine with some suggestions. But the main takeaway from it all is consistency.
Yeah.
Like we're saying, it's hard. It's not easy. We're aware of that. But if you do it consistently every day, it will become easier.
Yeah.
And that's that.
There you go. Make the decision to change and change right now.
Yeah, man.
Think of
Absolutely.
that. Yeah. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. That's our podcast number 1.
Yeah. I'm sure we're going to look back at this and think, what the hell
Yeah,
was that in a
we're
few
shit.
months?
Please leave your feedback. Please share it with every single person you know on the planet. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Watch out for our content coming every couple of weeks, every
YouTube,
Monday.
Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, all those good things.
Absolutely. And we'll speak to you soon.
See you later.
Alright. That's a lot better than I thought it would be.
We got smoother and smoother as
Yeah.
we went
A
through it.
few less erms.